Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal, and a new date for Arsenal versus Wolves has been announced. So, just to be clear, it's not Wolves against Arsenal that is supposed to be played next week. It's the Arsenal versus Wolves game that was supposed to be played on December 28th last year, the one that was postponed. So, we've still not played Wolves this season, if you remember that. So our game against them away from home will still be played on February 10th, on Thursday of next week. That still remains intact, but the fixture that we were supposed to play against them at home has been moved to a new date. So we are still waiting for it to be moved. Remember, we still not played against Tottenham away. That was also postponed. And the Wolves game was the second one to be postponed. And there's still a couple of more games that will be postponed. I'll let you know. So let me go through which fixtures will be played now for the next 5 games. The first one will remain to be Wolves against Arsenal. That will be on Thursday next week. That is the fixture. Everyone is looking forward to see how Arsenal do. After that, we will then play. Okay, before we go to which game we'll play, we were actually supposed to play against Chelsea on Sunday, February 13th. So as you can see, we are going to play against Wolves on February 10th, and then our next game will be all the way on Saturday, February 19th. So we are going to miss a weekend there. We are not going to play. It's not going to be the first weekend we're not playing. By the way, this weekend you're also not playing. Other teams are playing the FA Cup. But the next weekend, we are still not going to play because we are supposed to play against Chelsea, and they will be on their way to UAE to play in the Club World Cup. So that will be the third game postponed for us. So by the time we play Brentford, we'll have 3 games in hand. Tottenham, Wolves, the one that has been rearranged, but we still haven't played it yet, and also Chelsea. So we'll have 3 games in hand by the time we play against Brentford. And then we'll play against, obviously, the team that beat us at the beginning of the season, Brentford, Saturday, February 19th. And then that Thursday, exactly 2 weeks after we play against Wolves away from home, they will travel. We will host them at the Emirates Stadium. So we will play Wolves twice in 14 days. So that's the fixture that has been rearranged. We were supposed to play them on December 28th. I remember everyone was so mad because we had just beaten Leeds, we had just beaten Sunderland, we had just beaten Norwich, I think, by 5-0, and we were pumped up to play this game, but unfortunately it was postponed. But it has been moved to February 24th. And then after that, we were supposed to play against Liverpool that weekend. As you can see, this Wolves game is going to be on another Thursday again, Thursday, February 24th. But that weekend, we have no game. As you can see, we have no game between 24th to 6th March. That is because the game we are supposed to play in the middle here on that weekend was supposed to be against Liverpool, and that has also been postponed. So whichever way you look at it, by the time we get to March, we will have played one of the games in hand against Wolves, but we'll still have 3 games in hand, and that will be against Tottenham, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Those are not easy games in hand. So we have to hope that the likes of United and Tottenham don't pick up points, because we're already chasing. We'll be like 3 games behind them, and those 3 games in hand will be very tough. So it could be a good thing that there's some space between some games. That could be a good thing, but the fact that we'll be chasing is not ideal for us. So we are supposed to play against Liverpool that weekend, but they will be playing the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. So after that, we'll have to wait all the way until 6th March to play against Watford away from home. So basically, our next 5 fixtures will now be Wolves away, Brentford at home, Wolves at home, Watford away, and then Leicester City at home. So Chelsea, that was supposed to be played in between Brentford and Wolves, has been postponed because Chelsea will be playing in the Club World Cup. And the game against Liverpool, that was supposed to be played between Wolves and Watford, that's also been postponed because they will be playing in the Carabao Cup final. So that's the latest news in terms of fixtures. Now, remember, those 3 fixtures will still have to be rearranged, and it has to be arranged somewhere midweek. Maybe if Chelsea or Liverpool go out to the Champions League or something like that. But ideally, you'd want it to be placed in between maybe Aston Villa and Crystal Palace, somewhere there. But there's a chance like it could be placed. You see, we are playing United on April 23rd and then playing West Ham on April 30th. You really don't want them to slot in the Chelsea game, for example, in between here. So you have to play Chelsea, United, West Ham in the space of 7 days. So that is why I don't like games in hand. You really don't know where they're going to put it. If they put the Tottenham game like in between Brighton and Southampton, I'll be happy with that. But as long as they don't throw it like in between Man United and West Ham, the teams we are competing with for the top four, play all three of them in 1 week, that would not be ideal. So that's the latest in terms of our fixtures. I always do a poll asking how many points we'll get in our next 5 fixtures. One of them has already been played. That was Burnley. It's somewhere in the community tab. We are on the way to 10,000 subscribers. I think we are 200 away. So in case you're still new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you make of these fixtures. Playing Wolves twice in 14 days. Pretty interesting. Follow me at Glen Kightley on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe. And I'll catch up with you guys soon.